Crispy, soul-warming samosas are one of the planet's finest pastries, and today we're gonna make them. But first, our journey beyond the kitchen begins in Chicago's Little India off Devon Avenue, one of my absolute favorite neighborhoods in the city. Devon Ave is lined with Indian and Pakistani storefronts, boutiques, and markets. I mean, I could spend hours all day walking in and out of shops, buying new ingredients, exploring new food, and I do. There is no shortage of delicious food in these parts, from kulfi to kebab. Walk up the street once and you'll see what I mean. Trigger warning.
We have arrived.
To Patel Bros, one of my favorite Indian grocery stores. And if you want to make next level Indian fare at the crib, this is your spot. Patel Bros is stocked with not so easy to find produce and other products from the Indian subcontinent. They got rices and flours in bulk, they got fresh baked Indian breads and pastry, an extensive collection of beans and legumes, and an array of spices that just don't exist in your average Americano grocery chain.
Never have to buy ghee again.
Excellent. Okay, ingredients copped, kulfi eaten. Let's head back to the crib and make some samosas. Samosas are a pastry consisting of dough and filling, so we're gonna make the filling. Into a pan over medium-high heat goes your onions, chili, garlic, a bit of salt, then we're just gonna mix that around and sweat it out. For additional flavoring, we are going to add in some freshly ground spices. I just toasted these off, added them to my spice grinder, and made them into a powder. Then I'm just gonna pour those in with the aromatics and mix that all around until it kind of just combines. Keep that moving until you can start to smell those spices.
So these are just boiled potatoes that I diced up into a large dice like this.
Dump them titers in the mixture, then mix them around until the spices and aromatics coat them, and then in with some peas, cilantro, and lemon juice. Lemon juice is very important, it wakes everything up. Let that ride for a minute more, then set it aside to cool. It's TTMD, time to make dough. These are ajwain or bishop seeds. I'm going to add that to my flour mixture along with some salt. The seeds are optional, but they do make the samosas look real nice. Then in with a little bit of ghee, mix that around with your hands until it's sort of crumbly like so. Once papa ghee is all incorporated into the flour, we're going to start streaming in our H2O. Stream it in little by little. You might not use all the water included in the recipe, and that's okay. The dough should be tight and firm, not too wet, so knead it out for about 5 minutes until it looks like that, then let it rest for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, the dough should be soft and supple, so pop in your thumb like so, make a little donut, then divide the dough up into chunks. These can be 1 to 2 inch chunks, just make sure they're even, then cover them with some plastic while you're working so that they don't crumble and dry out on you. Form a smooth ball and roll them out into about 8 to 10 inch circles like this. The whole thing should be flatter than a flapjack, but thicker than a piece of paper, you feel me? Cut the circ down the middle, then fold the samosa over to the halfway point, seal it up with some agua, then fold the other side on top to create that classic cone shape. Then in with some of that cooled potato filling, seal it off with some more water, and pinch it closed like so. Don't overstuff the samosa, it's best to lean towards a leaner samosa. We really want that chiseled look. Look at that little guy, he's a little cute guy. And this part's optional, but I do like to seal the samosas up with a fork like that. I just like the design, but you know, you don't have to. Rinse and repeat with the rest of the dough and fillings, and we are ready to fry, my guy. Yeah, don't do that. Hot oil is not your bro. Be careful.
The cool thing about these is we're not waiting for anything to cook. There's no chicken, no beef, no pork inside. This is all vegetarian. Everything's cooked. You're just looking for color.
After a few minutes in the hot oil, you should have samosas that look like this. We're going for a nice golden brown look. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. They should look something like this. Now, you could just eat these plain Jane, but I have a pretty killer cilantro mint chutney recipe for you that goes great with these. And a chutney is just a category of sauces that could be made with a number of different things. Congratulations, you guys. We did it. It's time to face these puppies. That was a spectacular crunch, if I don't say so myself. On with a little bit of the chutters, and remember guys, sharing is caring.
Woo.